Every time I do a TikTok video, I always think, all right, that's it. There's nothing scarier than creating Tourette's in 14-year-old girls that did not have Tourette's. And they don't even have Tourette's. They kind of have like this digital virus Tourette's, like in Stephen King's cell phone, where they just look at enough chicks going, and then they start going, and then that's their life now. I mean, granted, it would be really good to do that when you want to get in the front of the line to see a movie. But I don't think that you can enjoy the movie when you're doing this the whole time. So there is a lot of scary stuff about TikTok that we're going to go through because the aim of this series, I suppose, this endless saga, this crusade, is to get you off that shit. So, before we begin, I have to say special thanks to the guy that wrote in the comments that I, after looking at this, decided to take it off my phone entirely. Well, I hope that you stuck to that, and this is going to be a very uncomfortable reminder for you if you didn't. But before we go into that, I just have to say something that's even scarier is my new show, Tale as Old as Rome. And it is about as old as Rome at this point. It is certainly not you. But if you go see it, you will see that nothing is. All the problems that society is facing, we faced before in ancient Rome. I mean, there's archaeological evidence of TikTok existing even back then. Just go see it, okay? I forgot to advertise it. Sorry about that. And so now I'm advertising it on Jordan Shakes. I'm such an idiot. I did exactly the same thing that I did in Melbourne. And I've made an entire channel about learning, so let's get into that. And about learning from your mistakes as well, okay? Just making myself feel even worse. Very, very ironic. So let's go into the stat that really stuck out at me. You ready to get scared? You ready to shit your pants? That's disgusting. Clean it up. Pause the video. Come back. And, no, don't smear it on your face. Oh, my God. He's giving himself a little Hitler mustache and poo. That's even more offensive. Yeah, you're exposed, buddy. I got you. Like the video and subscribe, but you want to subscribe to this channel because you want to be getting off this. There's nothing more beneficial to you than getting off TikTok. I will go to the grave and then not die. I'm just going to sit around there and have a picnic on the grave of Howard. But let's go into this, right? You know how long the average Australian spends on TikTok? Oh, you don't? Well, somebody that has the stats right in front of them. What a coincidence. It does. So, allow me to give it to you. Hear this. 26 minutes per session. You know how much of the Gen Z spend on TikTok daily? How many of them go on TikTok every day? 60%. How many of them use it somewhat regularly? 70%. So this is an entire generation. This really is your world war. This is what you have to fight. This is the evil that you have to face, and it's all from China, but it's all a digital war now, isn't it? Well, it is! Sorry, I should say something. Think about it from China. Have you ever heard someone say that bad TikTok? So bad. The only reason it's bad, I honestly don't think that it's a conspiracy. I think it is just the Chinese are better at building apps than we are. And so they make something that just rips through your self-esteem. But, look. Most of Gen Z, overwhelmingly, more than 2/3, spend a lot of time on TikTok. A lot of them spend a day. The average Australian spends about 17 hours a month on TikTok. When you multiply that all together, that is 17 hours a month. You could learn a whole language in that time. Well, not in 17 hours, but collectively, because listen to this. You know how much that is a year? It's a week and nearly 2 days. So nearly 9 days. A week and a half is what the average Australian spends on TikTok now. A week and a half. You know how you go on vacation and you always justify to yourself, you want to go on vacation, excuse me, and then you always justify in your mind that, I can't do it, I've just got so much on. You know what you've got on? What's in front of your phone? That's all you've got on. You're just watching shit in a time where you could be living it up in Fiji. And don't tell me that you don't have the money, because if you weren't on TikTok, you would have the money, because otherwise you would be working and doing things that are productive. That is not the worst of it, though. That is the first layer, just the time sink that TikTok is. But let's go further than that. All of your social media together, that's sinking way more time into it than that, because TikTok, the reason that I'm just picking on it is because it's just surpassed in Australia more time used on that than even YouTube. And at least on YouTube, you used to be able to watch educational things such as Friendly Geordies, if I do say myself. Just mumbling to myself now. What a great channel. Aren't you glad that you pressed the subscribe button when I told you to? TikTok, dig this, is so bad that it's eating away. This is how effective this app is. It is eating away your ability to focus on the other time-wasting apps. Now that is what I call an apex predator, right there. Bam, that's the great white shark of them all. Anything that it just chomps through your attention span because of the... It's a pretty cool dance track if I do say so myself. Yeah, but it goes through them so quickly that now people cannot spend time watching a YouTube video. This is a great little summary. Sorry, this is all just from my new producer. How good is he? He's such a legend as well. And from Perth. What else needed to be said? I didn't even have to say the word legend, did I? I just had to say from WA. And then everyone would have just gone, pew, 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 pew. Because, jeez, I spend way too much time on YouTube, obviously. Well, I've got an excuse. I'm just arguing with myself now, so let's just argue back with you and your waste of time. What is it now? Excuse me for a second. Yeah, I'm just going to put that together in editing. Might even just leave that light up there. No, that's too much for me. I hate that. But hey, like this video for one of the rare instances in Jordan Shake's history where we have editing effects. Yeah, you thought that it was all getting high and mighty with thumbnails with my face on it. Whoa, step back. Skills of a 12-year-old at play. Bam! Surprise editing jump shots. Snap. The one thing that everyone hates about YouTube. No wonder they're all migrating to TikTok, but it's my job to rope you back in. I think mostly because YouTube wants the algorithm to feed it things that are shitting on TikTok. But we won't be saying that, will we? Well, loudly. We'll be saying it publicly because that's all the editing I'll be doing for the next year. Here we go. There was this lovely young lady from Glasgow who I think summed it up very well, which was that she started watching TikTok a lot, and she said, without a doubt, it is definitely destroying my attention span. Like, I destroy your mum last night, Stooge. Oh. Isn't this scary, though? Because YouTube is accused of destroying attention spans. Crazy, am I right? Yeah. Instead of smoking Camel cigarettes, smoke Laramie. They were accused of that, sure. But at least on YouTube you could watch an hour-long documentary. These kids cannot. They said that they used to be able to watch an hour-long documentary on YouTube, and now they're clicking off faster than ever. You can see it in all the retention rates. I have seen a noticeable decline in Gen Z viewers of both this channel and the other one, and it is because they can't focus on YouTube anymore. They can't focus on anything that is television-y. Isn't that scary? That your attention span is just going into little blips. Look, let's just think about this for a second, right? Say that you were walking through life and every time that you blinked, you were in a different environment. What do you think your brain would be doing? What the fuck? Oh my God! And now I'm in a wormhole in June. That's not even on Earth. No. But then you blink again, but you've got, your legs were eaten by the worm, so it got a bit of a feed. And then you're standing there as they're just being like, we'd like to award this man as the winner of the 100-meter dash, beating Usain Bolt. And, how did he win? He doesn't have legs. That's what's happening to your brain on TikTok. That is your brain on TikTok. You know that old ad where they used to fry your brain and then say, yeah, that's what happens when you take pills? That's what happens when you take TikTok. Tic Tacs. No, TikTok, that's the right word. It's fucking destroying your mind. Get off it now, because the last piece that I'd like to put in this video before we move on to, I think we all know where we're going if you're a regular viewer, is TikTok, just like I was saying with meditation, or depending on when I put out these videos, probably this one first, but I will be saying when it comes to meditation, TikTok, clinically now proven. There is study research shows this, reduces your grey matter, reduces the ability for your brain to retain information, reduces the ability of your brain to memorize things. It is designed to destroy humanity, really, because if we can't memorize things, if we can't retain information, what separates us from the whales? I think they're actually quite good at memorizing things. I probably should have chose something slightly dumber. Porpoises, there we go. What separates us? Nothing! It's turning us into goddamn zoo creatures! But that's beside the point, which is, if you replaced that time with meditating, like what I was saying in the meditation thing, this is what I want you to make your goal, and I want you to do it now. This is just a reminder again. Get off all social media after pressing stop on this. You get off all of it, and then you start meditating. The reason that I want you to start meditating is because TikTok makes you dumber. Meditating, doing nothing, makes you smarter. What an age we live in. I think that was always the case. Just think TikTok didn't exist before. Anyway, make sure that you like and subscribe, because you want to be having these daily reminders in your life. And if you want more daily reminders, and you do, if you don't, then you're a sucker and you're one of these TikToks that is just destroying your life and your youth with it. This is another thing, sorry, just before we even go into the spiel, I just have to say, feel this for a second. Get off social media and feel instantly that you're like, oh, okay, I don't feel anxious anymore. Like all these people that are always saying, I feel anxious. Yes, that is what these apps are designed to do. They are designed to make you anxious. You know what anxious is? Anxious is just constantly scared about the future. Why would you be scared about the future? Because there is something in front of you all the time being like, what's happening next? What's happening next? What's happening next? You don't know, do you? No, I don't know what's happening next. So, make sure that you sign up to Jordan Shanks, because I want to wean you off it, and I want to make you a successful human being, which in our day and age is easier than ever if you just get a few mental tricks. Always conditioned in your mind, like you would go to a piano conditioner and condition the keys of your piano. That's what needs to happen to your brain. Don't argue with anyone on this, because you can't anyway. Well, I suppose you could do it in the comments and do that, but yeah, just trust me on this. You want to sign up to Jordan Shanks. You really do. You want to be giving yourself that gift because it costs nothing. TikTok destroys the most valuable thing you have, which is your time. Jordan Shanks will wrangle it back. The tiny investment that you put into it. What is your time worth? Well, if you want to make $100,000 a year, what is that? I think $50 an hour or something like that. I'm going to get you there. I'm going to get you there at a minimum. Trust me, I've made millionaires off this channel, and you can be part of it as well. Sign up today and come see my show in Sydney.